Hi everyone. Do you know about this? Obama has an army on the ground in Israel to unseat Netanyahu. So this is really interesting. He has sent kind of covertly a campaign team to influence the elections in the way that he wants. So there are lots of articles here. I didn't really know about it, and a lot of people are saying that, when he said, oh, I don't want to influence the elections in Israel because they're too close, so I won't meet with Netanyahu. However, he has met with Merkel before when elections were coming and other leaders, supposedly. So this is Liberty News, and I read it, and it is very fascinating. Unbelievable. Breaking. State Department funded Obama army on ground in Israel to defeat Prime Minister Netanyahu. Okay, the Obama administration is working time to lash out at Congress for having Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu address the House without consulting Obama first. How dare they? As if this isn't bad enough when it comes to relations with Israel, the White House claims it won't be meeting with the Prime Minister because Israel will soon have an election and Obama doesn't want to be perceived as being involved in the outcome, a claim that several media outlets have proved to be faulty considering Obama has met with other foreign leaders near their election time. So down here, but the situation is now becoming an entirely different animal. While the White House might claim Obama doesn't want to be involved in the election, we're now finding out that the Obama Army campaign infrastructure is on the ground in Israel, actively working to defeat Netanyahu. Supposedly they go door to door. They've rented a whole ground floor of a building right next to to V15, Victory 15, who wants to oust Netanyahu. So this is January 28th, 2015. A consulting firm almost entirely composed of former staffers of President Obama's re-election campaign, this is really unbelievable, has been hired to run an election effort in Israel aimed at defeating Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Okay, Jeremy Bird, National Field Director for Obama's 2012 campaign, is now working for a new nonprofit group, V15, that is running an effort to defeat Netanyahu in the upcoming election. Well, I'm sure he wouldn't be there if Obama didn't want him to be there. Haaretz reporter Roy Arad writes that he directly asked V15 founder Nimrod Dweck whether his group's goal was anyone but Bibi, referring to Netanyahu by his popular nickname. Dweck replied, "We say replace the government. It's not directed at specific individuals. There have been many years of right-wing governments during which little happened. It's time to change course and give people hope." Okay, and then down here, One Voice bills itself as an international grassroots movement that amplifies the voice of mainstream Israelis and Palestinians. It has a clearly leftist tone. Oh, and down here, I just want to show you this. The consulting firm claims none of the taxpayer funds are being used in Israel, but such a claim is simply made over a matter of accounting. Fact is, the firm is bankrolling the campaign to defeat Israel's prime minister, and the firm is receiving money from the State Department. Is this right? How is this not corrupt and dangerous for our relationship with Israel? So that's what's going on over there via Obama. But I want to show you this also. There's another 40-year-old politician running for office in Israel. Arab. They don't say Muslim, they say Arab. Rise of pragmatic Arab politicians shakes up Israeli politics, sort of like the guy in Greece, Tsipras. Here he is, 40 years old, a charismatic Arab politician who confidently jousts with Jewish rivals on TV and wants to build a broad Arab-Jewish alliance of the disadvantaged, has emerged as one of the biggest surprises of Israel's election campaign. Ayman Odeh, a 40-year-old lawyer, heads the Joint List, a recently established alliance of 4 small, largely Arab-backed parties. Isn't that amazing? Wow. And he was the only Muslim in a Christian school when he was growing up. Debating in fluent, if accented Hebrew, Odeh said he is deeply rooted in the region and casually underscored his ties to the Holy Land by citing from the Old Testament's book of Proverbs. He who digs a pit for others will fall into it. Really interesting. So, maybe this is someone that the Obama people would want to get involved. Anyway, I read more about this guy and he's quite interesting. Odeh's Hadash is a veteran socialist party in Israel that emphasizes Arab-Jewish cooperation. Odeh grew up in a Muslim family but describes himself as someone who has transcended the narrow confines of ethnicity and religion that still loom large in the region. The only Muslim in a Christian school, he proudly notes he got an A in New Testament studies on his high school final exams. Wow, he's 23. He was elected to the Municipal Council of the Arab Jewish port city of Haifa. Amazing. Okay, then I want to show you this from Haaretz. More on Ayman Odeh. Here he is. Israel's new existential threat. Ayman Odeh. The Joint List head represents a new stage in the struggle of the Arab population in Israel, which today seeks to be a major force in determining the country's future. I haven't heard of such a thing. And they're calling them Arabs, not saying Muslims. Is that on purpose? Ayman Odeh, far right, performed admirably in last week's televised debate. So last week's televised debate, it was March 1st, so last week in February, and there he is right there. Interesting. That is interesting. Well, just wanted to show you this because I hadn't really noticed. I didn't know that Muslim could be participating in politics to this degree in Israel, and also I didn't know that Obama sent out his expert election campaigners to unseat Netanyahu in Israel. What do you know? Thanks for watching. God bless everyone. Bye for now.